Part 1. The Move In. The new house didn't creak. It clicked. Malik had noticed it the first night they moved in. That precise, artificial sound of the smart locks engaging as the system ran its nightly update. Every door sealed with the mechanical hum. Every sensor winked away like a sentinel. Their home was not only secure, it was aware. "That's wild," he muttered to himself, watching the lights dim and shift tone with the setting sun. His fingers brushed the smooth panel on the kitchen wall, the one that controlled every system. Climate, lighting, security, water pressure, even the wall-mounted herb garden Imani had insisted on. She was nesting already. She didn't call it that. "I'm curating a space for safety and rest." But the way she drifted from room to room, placing candles and books and dried bundles of sage in quiet corners, told another story. Malik smiled to himself, closing a box labeled Infant Misk. He could still hear her voice from earlier that morning. Everything has a memory, even new houses, especially new houses built on old ground. She said it while balancing a half-unpacked basket of teas and tinctures, her belly rounding beneath one of his old college hoodies. Her curls were pinned, her ankles swollen, and she looked so damn beautiful it hurt. He hadn't asked her what she meant. He didn't need to. Imani was all intuition, the kind of person who could walk into a room and tell if something bad had ever happened there. Malik, on the other hand, trusted code and concrete. The house was solid. The land had passed all inspections. If there were ghosts, they didn't show up in blueprints. Still, that night, the house clicked, and something deep in Malik's gut twitched. Not in fear exactly, in recognition. The first time the lights went out, it was so brief that they almost missed it. They were curled on the living room floor, half eating, half arguing about which shade of yellow looked best for the nursery. Imani was mid-laugh when every light in the house blinked off. A full blackout. Less than 3 seconds. Then everything snapped back on. Too bright. Too fast. "What the?" Malik sat up, rubbing his eyes. Imani stared toward the hallway, where a single bulb still flickered. "Probably a glitch," he said quickly. "The system's still syncing to the city grid." Imani didn't answer. She stood slowly, hand on her belly. Her eyes remained fixed on the hallway. "You okay?" I thought I saw someone standing there." The next night, the lights cut again. 2:11 a.m. Exactly. This time it lasted longer, 5 seconds. 10. Long enough for Malik to get out of bed and walk to the panel, which now read, "System reset. Standby mode active." No other error message. No indication of failure. The hallway lights blinked off, then on again, dimmer. Flickering. Malik's brow tightened. He reached for his phone and opened the system logs. 2:11:22 a.m. Manual override detected. Source, internal. "Impossible," he whispered. "There's no manual override set." Behind him, Imani turned in her sleep, murmuring something he couldn't hear. When he turned back, the panel was blank. Just the house, breathing softly in the dark. The third night, Imani didn't sleep at all. She lit a red candle and sat in the nursery, whispering under her breath. Not quite prayer, not quite song, but something Malik didn't recognize. He stood at the door, watching her. "You're spooked," he said gently. "I'm listening," she replied. "To what?" Imani turned to face him. Her eyes were tired. "Whatever's trying to talk to us." He forced a laugh. "Talk." "Baby, this house is smart, not possessed." "You think those two things are different?" she said, rising slowly. "You think technology don't carry memory?" He had no answer. But when 2:11 struck that night, and the hallway light turned itself on before the system glitched, Malik knew better than to argue.